What is going on, YouTube world? It's Coffee back at it, and man, I'm late to this, and I want to know, all the football fans out there, keep it real, no capping, right? Did you know about this rule? Honestly, because as we're seeing, some of the players here that were on the field had no clue about this rule. For instance, Joey Bosa, right? This man made it to the locker room, I guess, and was told, hey, wait, the half isn't over, right? He said, I was definitely confused. I was ready to get in the locker room, but I'm happy we had a shot. I was just joking that you can play for 20 years and still have no idea what's going on the field. So Bosa, no idea. But Dupree, he said everybody was trying to figure out what was going on. We knew he could make it. We just didn't understand. Was it going to be 2 points or 3 points? Or did we get the ball on the one? We didn't know. Also, running back Gus Edwards, he said, man, I don't know whose idea it was to kick that, but they no ball. I was confused as shit. I ain't never seen that before. And real talk, I didn't know about this rule, but I guess the last time it was attempted back in 2019, I do remember something being in the headlines like some years back that would line up with that time frame, 2019, right? Where there was something like a play that hasn't happened in this many years or something. The NFL made history this week. This happened, but I can't recall exactly, you know what I mean? But comment, seriously, do you know, did you know? Are you like me, man? What the fuck is this, as well as Gus Edwards, Bosa, and Bud Dupree, who were out there, no clue. But basically what's going on, what happened in this 34-27 victory for the LA Chargers over divisional rivals Denver Broncos, who with this, the Chargers sweep the Broncos on the season, move up to number 6 in the playoff seeding. Broncos are right behind them at 7, as both teams have a 9-6 record, but obviously the Chargers hold the head-to-head tiebreaker. And my Bills could end up playing one of these teams, man, because it seems if you look at the standings, the other teams behind them are a few games back. You know what I mean? My Bills are currently the number 2 seed. Right now, if the season ended today, we would play the Broncos in the wild card round. We really wanted that number 1 seed, man. We were supposed to get it a few years ago, but things went how they went. It is what it is. But man, every game counts. Like, too bad we shouldn't have lost that game against the Rams. Or because we hold the head-to-head over the Chiefs, and the way it looks, they're gonna stay with the number 1 seed, right? But mathematically, there's still a chance that we win out, they lose out, right? But more than likely, that won't happen. But it is what it is, man. But even back to talking about this crazy-ass play, you heard Gus Edwards. I was confused as shit. That's funny as hell, right? Basically, as you see in the end of the first half, again, Bosa made it to the locker room before he found out. If there is a fair catch on a punt, you can attempt this free kick play, which rarely ever happens. Typically only in a situation like this, like right before the half's gonna end, seems to be when it happens, when teams elect to do it. Because if you miss it, the ball is live, it can be returned, you know what I mean? So it's not really something you'd see typically, unless in a situation like that, to attempt it.
Penalty puts them in a position then, and basically anytime you catch a punt, you have the ability to place it right there and get a free kick. Doesn't happen much. We practice it all the time. Well, in that situation, the penalty put them in field goal position, so it's disappointing.
On the free kick there. Free kick, yeah. Let's talk about that. Cam Dicker on the free kick. What was the process there? It's my favorite rule in football, and just been trying to get one of those like every game. You've been trying to get one of those? Yeah. It's the first one we've made. We tried one with the 49ers. I think it was like a 70-yarder or something. 71, thanks. Mr. Dawson, probably a little. I wanted it so bad that I tried a 71-yarder. But it is my favorite rule, and And Cam Dicker stepped up and nailed it, and I thought that was a huge, good momentum. Got the momentum back, and going into halftime, and then coming out, and Derwin was great in the locker room at halftime. Derwin, talk to these guys, and he did, and it was great. The energy was high right from the beginning, and it never wavered. Our guys never wavered at all, and it was fantastic. And thank the good Lord, felt like His hands were on this one as well.
So you heard Broncos coach Payton there, right? As that penalty is what put him in prime position to make this attempt and make NFL history. A lot of people are thinking that he's capping. We practice it all the time. Do you believe that? A lot of individuals don't seem to believe it, man. If you see people reacting to this, they're like, man, Peyton's lying. But that interference on the punt, 15-yard penalty, then there was another punt. It was fair caught on the 38. Add 15 onto their own 38 from the penalty. Boom, they're on their opponent's 47. That makes it a 57-yard attempt because it's from right there. There's a holder. There's no rush. He can just run up and kick it. And you see Cam Dicker did just that and put it right through the uprights, 57 yards. It's good. And he just made some NFL history. Pretty amazing, man. And you heard Harbaugh. That pretty much got the momentum going for them going into the half. You know what I mean? Imagine that. Everyone's all befuddled, flabbergasted, don't know what's going on. The Chargers make this kick, and then it's just a big momentum shift, and they come out the second half and get the job done. But if you were listening to Harbaugh, he's familiar with this. He says, I've been dying to do this, And man, what a record for Jim Harbaugh. What is that? 53-25-1 as a head coach. Sheesh, that's a good record, man. But he's not capping the way people think that Peyton is, because he's actually done this before. And you see, he was on point about having them punt the ball again. There's a flag, we can take on the punt. No, let's not take it right from there. Give it to us again. Fair catch, as I'm sure he instructed his player, special teams coach did, as he commented too, that the other team's bench had no idea what was going on. He got a kick out of it, but boom, I had 15 yards onto it, and it's a makeable kick, and history's made. I guess in these instances on the free kick, you can also go for a drop kick as well, which is something we saw Doug Flutie do on the tail end of his career on a PAT, I believe. But you heard him. He attempted this before with Phil Dawson, who, a lot of Bills fans, you guys remember that snow game with Trent Edwards in like 08 or 09 when Phil Dawson hit a crazy long kick when we lost 8-0 in that game. But back in 2013, you see he missed a 71-yard kick. Then we also have 1954 Paul Hornung for Green Bay, who I think was actually a running back and a field goal kicker. And you see this grainy ass footage. He actually had the record for 52-yard free kick. That was the record. This one by Cam Dicker broke that, as this was a 57-yarder. So that's the new record, making major history, breaking a record from 1954. And Ray Wershing in 76, I don't have the footage on that one. He made a 45-yard kick. Again, that was in 1976. That was the last successful free kick. And then Joey Sly, as you're going to see here, he attempted it in 2019. That was the time I was saying I remember hearing something about it in the news headlines, but I wasn't sure exactly what the rule was. He missed a 60-yarder. So, yeah, man, this was pretty fucking crazy. Again, let's talk about it in the comments. Did you truly know? I didn't know, man. I wonder if there's any other obscure weird rules in the rule book, you know what I mean? And it seems a lot of other people just don't like this. Like, let's check out some of the reactions here. This guy says, I'm with Harbaugh, my favorite rule in football, and Payton pretended they practiced it against last week. Comical? Yeah, I don't believe it neither. I remember Redskins trying one and failing in the mid-'70s. Also, I recall a college game involving a punt with very little time and a lead of only 1 point. The punting team could not risk punting short because of this rule, but the announcers never brought it up. Man, imagine that. A situation that this happened where a team like this happened, but it was in a game deciding situation and the team wasn't just up on it and that was the way they lost the game. Or if it happened in the playoffs or something, that'd be insane. Someone said, I'm sorry, how is this even allowed? This is a ridiculous rule. Chargers were trying to catch a punt, but someone from the other team was a big meanie and bumped them. That's called fair catch interference. I don't even want to read that one. X-nay that out. That person's typing like a weirdo. Looks like the most of you weren't born when the last free kick was made. It's an option on a fair catch interference. I'd have been more impressed with a drop kick myself. Was that on the interference and they didn't re-kick it? Is that what happened? Maybe my bad. I think I had it wrong. No, you have to fair catch it. So that he must have, I don't know. Someone comment and let me know. NFL rule, if a player makes a fair catch, his team may attempt a kick from the spot of the catch on the next play. If the kick goes through the uprights, it's a field goal, 3 points. Someone says, man, get this rugby rule the fuck out of the NFL. But I don't know. Thanks for watching. What a crazy season this has been this far, man. All in all, I'd say this has been a pretty entertaining NFL season. And, I'm a diehard Bills fan for those that watch. And I'm really thinking this is the year my Bills get that Super Bowl ring. Everything is coming together and the team is peaking right at the right time. Josh in the offense is unstoppable. But let me know how your team's doing as well. Are you in the playoffs? Let's discuss it all in the comments. Subscribe. This is J Coffee Talk, where we talk music, news, sports, and more. And I'm gone. Peace.